OG, are they going to drop on him, right? Because that could be a favorable fight for CSGO. Maybe a burst.
Something tells me this ain't favorable, bro.
Yeah,
something tells me this is not. Look, MBK can even see him.
There it is.
He's tickled his feet off, and now Keto with the dualies. How underwhelming is that, man? Well, pack it up, pack it in. This series is over. We saw the thing we wanted to see, and that's what we get. Let's go. aleksib inside of the B site, and he is looking to hunt. Oh, xantares. The only guy with armor as well. That's really upsetting for xantares, right? He's looking to get away with his armor fully intact. As a loss here means that they're likely going to go 4-0 down before they get their first buy. So this becomes a very important round, and MBK just barrels out of the apartments. Tabsen's going to try and reclaim some ground here, and he does drop one of the rifles that was in play. But this might just have to be a save right away for Big. Not very exciting, but it makes a lot of sense. You know, they take quite the risk here force buying into this round.
So, nice little setup there for OG, giving a lot of room on the A site.
They're going to get halted there. Molotov coming out from the big side. That's going to be a big problem. xantares has aligned himself in the site. There's multi-kill potential written all over this, but who's going to be claiming that? So far, no one. Both frags going the way of Big, and there's just no time for the plant. It's going to be a first round, and it's a big one to take.
Yeah, that Molotov just wins the round for Big, right? It slows OG down to the point that xantares can double back from rotating B.
This is bigger than you, Hugo. This is bigger than us.
Fast short for OG. Here they go. Mollies again for Big. Being a problem. The bomb first and dropped in already. It's a commitment for OG. They have to throw everything at this. Big have already shut it right down. The spray is good. Tizian and xantares combine. And Mantu says goodbye.
Even when you realize that you're running into a stack there, it's far too late in the round. And so, yeah, they find Mantu. He's not able to get away with the AK. It's the second round on the board for Big, and they keep it flawless as well.
To hurt Big, so Tizian trying to fill that void. He's been flashed off, though. 25 seconds, this bomb's got to go.
It's not going to go very far. aleksib the first one to fall, but a trade comes in from Nathan. And it's Tizian that falls. The timer almost down to 10. Searson able to pick up an AWP kill before he falls. And this has gone okay, all things considered. 2v3 now on the retake for OG.
And this flash is going to leave him a little bit pressed, but he's not peeking wide, so they don't get that info. Mantu going to find the first, and now while they're looking for this trade, this is where Issa's given a little bit more room to spring his trap from pit. Tabsen left in the clutch. Oh, hits the wall bang. Issa on the receiving end of that one, and now Tabsen closing the distance, but Issa's able to hold his ground and lock in a fifth for OG. xantares is going to smoke off the apartments, and that could be pretty crucial in terms of giving him a chance down here in the pit. Because OG, they've got no choice but to go through it. Yeah. And that molly misses its mark. Deary me. Oh, no. They try and run the gauntlet, but to do so, you got to get past xantares, and he has kept Big in a great spot here with this pit hold. OG, they've got no time. They don't even want to bother giving this one a go. And so OG with these slow A plays, and this is because we've really only seen, you know, like this one pace out of OG. Flash comes over middle, that's going to get CSGO off the angle, but he drops the Molotov. They've got no choice but to run through it. It's done damage, and the flashes allow CSGO in the repeaks, but up through short, xantares not able to shut down this push. He does do it a little bit later in the round, and then follows up onto Mantu. And so for Valda, there is just so little time. Rotations are coming in, he gets dropped.
When they don't really need to be. Keto's coming out from the coffins. He has been waiting here patiently for a second kill. Missed shot, jumps over the wall. Oh dear, it's a mess. OG do cross to the back of the site, and this plant can be allowed, but MBK's being spammed down. Tabsen swings, and Keto gets traded. They know there's more to be found here on the coffin side.
And what a brawl this has been, back and forth. But Issa is going to have to do some serious damage control here. Tizian and Tabsen, the only two left for the Big Clan side. And Issa in the site with 20 seconds to work with. He finds the first one and the second one easy for Issa.
That's sick. That's so mental.
So that is incredible from Issa.
Yeah, starting from a pretty exposed position too. MBK not going to have the same tones in this round as he did last round, albeit pistols here for Big. xantares has recovered an AK off of his body, but he leaves with 5 HP.
Thankfully, though, Tizian was inside of that site, so now he's been given the AK with armor behind it. However, it all kind of hinges on Keto being able to stand his ground at B. aleksib dealt with. Keto just trying to buy time, doesn't need to overface, but Valde wraps him. And so that forces Keto out. We're into a bit of an awkward 3-on-3. Tizian trying to make a bit of a difference, but a quick scope from Mantu, and tabsen dealing with the other, or rather getting dealt with by the other. It's Valde doubling up.
We've got this pit set up. xantares has been a beast in this game already, and he's back in the pit where he's had a lot of success. Flashed out, though, from short side. MBK knows he's there. He's got a kill, smoking the molly. Can he live? He knows MBK's spamming him back, and he'll peek into the fight. The bomb gets dropped. MBK taps tabsen on long, and this AWP is trapped in the corner. Searson's going to smoke it. Mantu waits for a timing shot, but he's not crossing out, and so no opportunity here for OG. They should focus on the plant or give it big, or giving them the room.
The re-smoke over there towards Moto. Keto works his way up pit. Big grenade, though. It's going to land right on Searson's head. Keto and Searson are going to do it. They tag team, and they get it done with relative ease here to secure the last round of the half of play. Peppo think, yes, of course.
Okay, so lots of grenades here for Big. OG only have one player on B, so this might just be the round. Right there, right then. It's not an easy retake. It's doable, but it's going to require some serious heavy lifting, and there's still players waiting around at A as well. Like, this isn't a full 5-man commitment from Big. And at this point, OG, they know what they're walking into.
Something that maybe gives OG a chance is that I think there was a bit of miscommunication there for Big. They double smoked Coffin instead of smoking CT and Coffin. I kind of heavily doubt that's the case. Regardless, it's still a 5. Oh man, everyone's just getting dinked in the. Oh, it's chaos. And that nade, double kill for Tizian. He was holding on to it all round. Like, don't worry, guys. Just you wait. Just you wait. This nade, you might think it was a waste, but it ain't. And he'll get the round locked in on the back of it.
Big, they're going to try and put him in one.
Yep. And 2 with the lineup. And it's aleksib with the cleanup. Double kill on his CZ before he falls to Tabsen's Mac 10. That gives us a 3-on-4. Valde simply couldn't find the headshot. And now this bomb site is compromised. However, OG are pretty quick on the response. It's just going to take Issa rotating over, and they're going to have full strength here. 3v3.
Ooh, that scout chipping down players bit by bit, and now they're all one shot to the scout. This scout effectively becomes an AWP, and actually dropped immediately. Doesn't have much of a chance in the round, but maybe neither does xantares. He's 1v2. Now, both these players are very, very low, but there is only 10 seconds left. So they just rush him when he tries to stick that bomb plant.
Nothing huge in the hands of Big. They're going to swing on MBK. He's only good for 1 to take down Keto with a FAMAS. And now there's going to be a present for Mantu. Triple at that. And OG put up 11.
Slow on ammo. Mantu now here with this AWP. Needs to deliver something spectacular if OG want to keep this round in their hands. Flash is good. Mantu trying to get away, and he lives to tell the tale. MBK has found one through the smoke as well. Oh, another MBK. Hello, is the smoke even there for him? xantares has gotten past and is now trying to pressure MBK. He's going to find it. Issa catching a timing, but missing his chance. Nade gonna follow up and do a bit more damage onto xantares, but it's not the killing blow. They try and swing Issa, and they've got it down to the 1v1. Mantu versus xantares. xantares doesn't know where Mantu is. And so he's just gonna play the bomb. Tucks himself in, and now the pressure's on for Mantu, who taps it, but there's no peek yet. xantares waits for that time to tick on down, and he wins it on the back of his patience.
Yeah, and it was Mantu's patience that's the undoing, right? He's waiting all that time in Coffin, waiting for a fight. Here it comes. Boom. MBK blind. They check it. Perfect. This is out late. He was also flashed, but he gets 2 before the bomb gets dropped in the open. They need to trade. He's still stuck here. Smoke down. Buys him some room. Buys him some time. Tizian's in the pit. Dropping out of apps, but dinked from long by Valde. Oh, dear. Flash through. He's going to try and get aggressive. Get his control back into the site. Tizian has not got a lot of room to move. He needs Tizian to help. But with that smoke on short, he shouldn't be able to take down Issa, but he's done it on the fade. Tizian catches Valde, chasing him down in the graveyard. And Mantu swapped off the AWP. He needs something more combat, something more close range as he moves up to short in the 1-on-2.
Mantu versus Tizian and Searson. The bomb just now being planted. Big can play this in a crossfire and they will win it 100%, except for Searson just shoots, and that's it.
That's not something I would want to be relying on, like, through and through.
Yeah.
Oh, not scoped up at the right places, CSGO. And MBK, all right. Apparently, he is all you need. Now down in the pit. Keto does deal with Issa, but MBK's popping off right now. Finally dealt with, finally flushed out, and xantares already deep within CT. That's a free kill for xantares. And with that, the round should belong to Big.
We're counting him out, but maybe we shouldn't. He's got a 1v1 on the site. xantares is hiding back at library, but the bomb's planted for him. That makes the defuse so difficult. aleksib in the air, and xantares trades. Even if he didn't immediately fight that kill, that would have been a hard round for aleksib. They've got to set up at the back of the site. Mantu with the orb, Valde hiding new box. No molly to get him off just yet. Big are going to go with a flash. Mantu missed shot. Oh, he's been caught. He's been cornered. xantares has a molly, but he's too far away. Valde checked to the corner. tizian follows up. He was posted and had Mantu locked in. Here's the lurk. It does fall, but it doesn't matter at this point. It's just about killing these saving players, and tizian could still offer up that at best. Big with a 3-on-2 execute into B.
And taking these guns away at this point in the game with the money about to be broken for OG is huge. tizian, are you going to go for the knife? Oh, MBK knifed in the back. tizian, that sneaky little devil. Big, the two worst places for your arch enemy to end up. The N stands for Nova. Doesn't, but maybe in this round it does. Nova-born killer.
Oh, that's a nice check for tizian.
There it is.
Try AWP in mid. This is too far for the Nova to get anything done.
Oh.
And yeah, with the smoke in his hand as well, it lands in boiler, even giving Big mid. And it's gone. It's the round as if Big just hold the W key, and they're about to save because Big have no interest in throwing guns into the hands of saving players. Big taking banana. Oh dear, that's a close Molotov. It will burn. Keto takes a lot of damage. Big are going to try, OG are going to try and push off the back of that damage with a nade down and bounces. She's a little bit short. The second one's no better, but Keto's shot hits excellently. Valde could die to the grenade. He backs out at the right time. And meanwhile, Issa's been killed in boiler, and xantares pushes off the back of the molly. It's all falling apart for OG. This could be their map pick out the window.
Oh, it's done, man. Valde 1v5, and it's probably not going to happen. I hate to break it to you, but he's been very quiet this game, and so you're asking him to perform the best he's performed all series now, up against Matt Point, rather. Two players about to swing him, and there's the kill for xantares. It's a dominant victory for Big here on the map pick of OG. They go 1-0 up in this series.
From the side of Big. Just in the back of sight is Nathan, NBK Nathan.
Yeah, how could you ever forget about
Mr. Schmidt?
Mr. Nathan. Here he is. MBK. Oh dear. Helped out by aleksib. And MBK trying to take advantage of these blind players moving in, and he will. But gets subsequently dropped. All in all, it's a nice clean pistol round for OG, with only tizian finding anything for the Big side. Well, flashes and smokes going in, and it will be this A play. Big hop down into CT, but Keto not going to live to tell the tale. Neither is tizian, and here comes xantares, but a second too late. And so aleksib is still a threat, and in with another. Ooh, MP9 from inside of the site. OG, they go 3-0 up. He's still nearby. Valde's even here as well. Is this going to be a collateral waiting in the ring? Smoke down. tizian ready and waiting, dispatches of aleksib, and leaves just two players standing for OG.
Traps them.
Even then, they're getting hunted, right? They're getting hounded down. This is not a nice, safe CT save. No way. This is a very rough spot to be in. xantares dealing with Issa. That's the AWP dropped, and now MBK, he just wants to stay alive. Is that too much to ask?
MBK, does he survive this? It's a big question. And
calculated. Everyone knows that.
Oh.
Everyone knows that that was calculated.
MBK is still very much alone, however, and has to try and hold down this side of the map single-handedly. He's dealt with the first, not quite the follow-up. And so B falls into Big control, but Issa catching tizian on the cross. The bomb dropped over to tabsen to try and get this down, but they're not going to make life easy for him. tizian attempts to swing, and Issa deals with tabsen.
Really did go for it.
Yeah.
I can never do it justice.
No, never, man. But, you know, you can try. Here's the short play. Whoop. Goes kind of both ways. Oh, CSGO, another one. And short now split down the middle almost as we fall into this 3-on-3. The rotations are arriving from B. Molotov out. Lands inside of the site. MBK dropped down in CT. And CSGO boosted up and over to be given a bit of a view.
Goose, these are the only positions Mantu can be in, but xantares has cleared it out. That only leaves one spot left, even though he doesn't catch Mantu. Now he will, coming out wide, and there's the shot with 10 seconds left. The plant will be allowed. Big. They get it done.
Surely that changes sooner rather than later. 5-2 the score.
It couldn't be more obvious where Big are going. OG don't have a kit, so they're going to try and fight through the smoke. Flash in, CSGO catches Mantu on the cross, and Big is sneaking onto the site. OG are about to figure out the hard way.
There's one. Are they going to check for aleksib? They don't, but he only gets one. tabsen is there to trade, so Big. 3 on the board.
No flash just yet. aleksib's lining one up. xantares has his knife out. He's going to jump into their face. Everyone's blind, including the CTs. The flash fully whites Issa and MBK. And that's not how you want it to go. Good trade from MBK. Tizian catches long aggressions. They think it's a B play, but it couldn't be further from the truth.
And now the kind of jig is up, right? They start to rotate players around through the smoke. They do deal with Tizian. And that fight for Valda is a huge one to win. It opens up the possibility to come through long, but only for a second, of course, as CSN is on the angle.
It's MBK and aleksib saving in B. And there's one of the AKs.
Don't worry, man. MBK's good at these. Oh, well, tabsen going to find him. Big. They go 5-5. But right, they've only got pistols. They'd stack into the long doors, but tabsen's already up and past it. And the flashbangs are very, very good. tabsen just running riot over here outside. And MBK, the last survivor down in the pit. Oh. Ooh. That's all, though. Issa would have been a spectacle. Would have been a show to put on if he manages to win that round.
Tizian's dead.
He's looking to cause some...
Oh, no!
Okay, all right, Valda. Yeah, go on, buddy. Gets away with 3 before CSN trades it, but now it's a 2-on-4. Valda recovers well, considering he almost got caught with utility out. That looked like it was all going to fall apart. CSN has retrieved the bomb, and xantares, when he's shooting off shots like that, that makes me a little uncomfortable, makes me a little scared, and that's why we kind of look towards aleksib to get things back under control. Now left on to CSN. 1v3, running the gauntlet in mid with this smoke drop behind him. MBK not going to be able to find him, but he does through the door and through the smoke. So OG...
Ring some warning bells here for OG. They should start to get a little bit worried. They've lost middle. The smoke has been down. The call has been made. Great Molotov. tabsen's pushed to the back of construction. The entry is there, but traded by MBK, who can't hold for more than one. CSN even cutting off the rotation through the middle smoke. And OG are getting smoked in this round. 4-on-2. The barrel should spell the demise of CSN. And that it does. But is this retake attainable? It's got to be an attempt here from OG in the last round and a half.
2v3, tabsen peeking from the scaffold is going to fall to aleksib, and that's going to pose a Molotov to drop in the doors. xantares and Keto now need to defend this bomb. More Molotovs coming in. The timer's starting to tick down. Just dumping utility over here, trying to thwart this retake from OG.
Oh, TikTok, that time is ticking down, and Keto's got the headshot. He's been so clean in this game. Mantu in the clutch. Got to be quick. That bomb's already ticked. I don't think it's doable. xantares stalling for as long as he can, and it's just enough to find 9. Big in control.
Let's see how this pistol round fares out. Perhaps just as shocking. CSGO peeking off catwalk. Tons of damage being exploded onto the OG side. Now they got to work their way, and that grenade's not going to help either. They have been just chipped away and beaten up. It's like a game of tower defense, the way they're just getting pulled apart. And as I say that, the opposite happens. NBK, Nathan Schmidt comes up huge. The trades are there. Now we're down to a 2v4.
Yeah, this has gone very, very wrong, very, very quickly for Big in this round. xantares and Keto. Issa is low at short, and so maybe that gives xantares a way to get back in. But no, never mind. Keto, though, just going to look to try and save.
See if this comeback can have any legs behind it. Big.
They sneak out into middle. They haven't seen anything yet. CSGO's going to have to flick down, and he landed that? 1 HP as well at the end of it. Flash goes over into middle. xantares didn't see that someone was close. That could cause some problems. He spotted players at bottom mid, but he still doesn't know that aleksib was right here. keto dropped, and xantares falling immediately after, but tabsen's dropped the bomb. It was late out of mid, leaving tizian and CSGO in this 2-on-3. Maybe it's doable. Isa's keeping an eye on the tunnels, and tizian didn't see him somehow. And now just 1 HP, CSGO up against it all, and 1 shot is all that is required. OG.
And losing this round would throw a bit of a spanner in the works, so things are safe as they cross up into A, using big zone utility against the tabsen. Oh dear, MBK's burning. Tabsen with the Ds. He's got 2, he's done damage as well. MBK a shot away from death, and tabsen goes out for a little bit more. He can't see the man on the side, but he's got it, and CSGO covers with a P250. This round has fallen apart for OG. Big, 4 alive at the end.
He is really in a rough spot here, trapped at the back of the site. OG. xantares gonna get ahead of the smoke down in middle.
Wow.
He's delayed this play. He's slowed it right down. aleksib with the AWP, joining up now with Isa. keto had the read, but Isa's got the speed, and now this AWP on aleksib trying to do damage. Does land the tag onto xantares. tabsen fast in through the tunnel and deletes Isa at the first hurdle. aleksib back of the site, a lot of work to do, and he's pinned in. tabsen gonna send it home as Big lock in 11.
Albeit they garnered that second op in the last round. This looks like a B pinch. They're going to be splitting it. 3 from the tunnels and 2 from middle. Here's keto with the first shot on aleksib, and he knows what's going on here. xantares is going to have to help out in a big way, and he can't. Issa, too quick. keto, now your time to shine. Landing another shot. Can he do it? Yes, he does. Another one before he dies. Valde eventually putting a stop to that madness. OG are looking to put up a 12th. 2-2.
Quick through the doors, he's been constantly hitting those tags, and that's actually cut off the rotation of Big. They're down to a 2-on-2. This is not easy. Valde's going to time his swing. CSGO making noise. He could get caught, and he does. Switching weapon. It's tizian now flashing through. He could blind man too, and he's done exactly that. Quick shot. He knows Valde was in the window. He's read it well. Swapping sides to the mid doors, and tizian's going to try and hound him down. Oh dear, this one will come close, and Valde swings for the win. 3 from him, and the AWP saved. OG, they take 1. MBK, he keeps the MP5 as well. He buys it back up. Pistols out for Big. They lose a man along. That is a catastrophe after the damage comes from grenades. CSGO will pick up a kill towards the top of middle, and xantares is fighting for his life. He's done it. OG again a man down, but they've overtaken the A site, and this is where the SMG should come into play, killing the armorless players, or at least a lack of head armor. And now a retake on for Big with no kit.
Nice shot from CSGO. Isa very low over towards Cat, and he's going to be hard-pressed to survive this fight. MBK, MP5, not going to find anything. It's 12 on the board for Big. This is such a close series. People think. keto holding on to the tunnels. Can he give us another spectacle? Lots of damage from xantares, and now keto given another chance here to churn it up at B, but he's only good for 1, and that is now an AWP put into the hands of aleksib. tabsen moving in quickly, trying to isolate this one fight, and the swing from aleksib doesn't connect. 13 for Big, and that time tabsen loved to find himself with this AWP, and so let's see what he can bring to the table. He spots Valde hopping down. Is he ready for another man in CT? Almost a flick. That's where tizian was meant to trade, but Isa could have just torn this round away from Big with that double entry. CSGO and xantares, do they want to give this a go?
Look at how low they are.
Yeah, xantares is like, I'm good. Not one that ends immediately. This is going to be very back and forth, because it has been. Ooh, xantares and tabsen. A tale as old as time here in the A site. Nade could destroy aleksib, but he's just short of it. Now they should realize that there's 2 players here. tabsen tries to flee, and it's his decision to run away that actually gets him killed there. Mollied out of the position with players moving in. keto on this rotate, but he's made a lot of noise going up. Now, xantares hearing the footsteps over on Catwalk, and keto taking a bit of a gamble with the long wrap around. xantares looking for the head, and the jump shot to end it all. xantares, 14 for Big on the back of his bounding around in CT.
Up against 14, that's massive. It looked like it was going to be big, losing their money. It's the inverse. It's the opposite. It's OG who are on pistols here. Double scope for Sis, and they're close. He's got to be careful. A flick may be needed. He's running towards B. So are the T's. Keto, he's had 3 Ks from this position before, but xantares is already dead, and Keto needs more. He's only got 1. Quick through the door is Searson, trying to stop the front. MBK with a missed shot. The bomb's in the open. Searson's low. It's all over the place. And Big are just trying to suffocate MBK. They do exactly that. They don't give him the room, and 15-13 Big on match point right now.
Not really a whole lot of room to run there, do they, Hugo?
No, not with Tizian in the pit. He's got the cross from an off angle. Can't get another. Tabsen's going to stop them from grabbing the gun, at least temporarily, as they sprint catwalk. Tizian loses his head. Tabsen's so blind.
Oh, no.
Great utility. And this game's got legs on it still. The Deagles might be able to do it all.
Yeah, Searson gets flashed off, and maybe it just wasn't communicated to Tabsen in time because he gets wrecked from the players getting by it short. Big have got to save, and OT, it's back on the menu, baby. 14 rounds as OG get it done in this forced buy. They were up against it all, and they've somehow emerged swinging.
I can't believe OG won that round. That's unreal.
And MBK still donning the scout. And there's Searson opening the round up. Now, OG have done so well to pull this back to this scoreline, but it all hinges on this one round. Keto, with the auto shotgun, dispatches of Issa and leaves Big in the advantage. A 5-on-3 and another for Keto, striking from these lower tunnels. They catch a timing onto Mantu, and all this effort for OG, it just might be in vain. Valde, 1v4, no information where anyone is. The bomb dropped in middle. This should be impossible, but Valde opening up with a double. 14 HP remaining, and Big plenty of time to reposition. Searson's going to take the fight, and Big close out this series 2-0. They get it done. The full 30 rounds on Nuke, with OG putting Big